Today on Around Town with Savannah, SET Guns and Range, Secret City CrossFit, Mott's Floral Design, but first, pickleball at the Civic Center. Hi everyone, it's Savannah and I am here with Miss Elaine Colbert. She is one of the founders of the Oak Ridge, some of their groups here for pickleball. Miss Elaine, how you doing today?
Great, I'm doing great.
Good. Well, tell me a little bit. We're here in the Civic Center, not in the Senior Center, although it is put on by the Senior Center.
Right, we're hosted by the Senior Center, or sponsored, I guess you could say, yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about how you all started here and why you felt the need for it here in Oak Ridge.
All right, well, I first saw the game at Tellico Village, where it's really big there. I think they have about 750 players. And when I first saw the game, I said, that is my game, because it's a paddle sport. You can fit 3 pickleball courts pretty much on 1 tennis court. So it's a smaller court, and then the ball is softer. It's not hard to hit. So there's a lot of reasons why I just loved it, because I used to be a tennis player. I came back from Kansas City and said, I've got to get it going here. Tina Pearson had a group. She'd seen it and liked it and got some friends of hers playing it. So we got together with them. They came and have been here from the very beginning when we started on the Jackson Square courts. I mean, it's kind of an addicting game. It's just so much fun, and it's also the social aspect of it, because you only play to 11 points. You just get to know people, and you're also closer to them, so there's more dialogue on the courts. You know, it's a really fun game.
Well, it looks like everyone is having so much fun. Like, I see people just running back and forth, and I didn't know anything about it. Would you mind kind of explaining how the game works?
Yeah. Well, first let me say the game started in 1965. And it started by, I think it was up in Washington State, by a state legislator and his buddy friend that was a businessman. And they'd been out playing golf and came home and were hanging out and wanted to play something or put something together that would be fun for the whole family. And they had a badminton court already set up. And so that's sort of the premise. The courts are badminton size. They had ping pong paddles, and they had big wiffle balls. So it grew from there, but it's a combination really of badminton, ping pong, and tennis. And you have an underhand serve, which is nice for seniors, you know, that have a lot of shoulder problems often. And so but you can play doubles or singles or even a 3-man. 3 people can play. And it's a shorter game. You play to 11 points, and only the serving side makes the point, and you have to win by 2. What I like to say is you have less running and more contact with the ball. But if you want to play, what we do is we set the nets up at 8:30, and then beginners can play from 9 to 9:30 over on this side, so it's sort of separated sides. The stronger players play over there, so you can come and learn from 9 to 9:30 if you want to play. Just show up. There's often extra paddles, and we have the equipment. Make sure you're wearing the right shoes. You just show up, and then you can get the paddles are either wood or graphite.
And they look like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rip that out of your hand.
It's a little bit, I don't know, I guess it's a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle, or?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't play ping pong regularly, but I think that
I think it's a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle. And the ball is a small wiffle ball, smaller than like a softball, regular wiffle ball. Yeah. But then, and you can play over here on this side with newer players until you get good and want to come try playing, with the stronger players. But
well, it's a lot of fun though, because I mean, just
yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna have to come back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to come back.
There's some really super good players over there. You should watch one of those games or get into one of the.
It's super fun. It's super fun. I mean, I just did it for like 0.5 seconds,
You would love it.
I might come back. Y'all might just see me. If you all show up, you need to come out here. You might see me. Miss Elaine, thank you so much for doing this with us. Guys, make sure to stay tuned for our next segment. You're going to really like it. Hi everyone, I'm Savannah Schubert, your host of Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. Now we've been to a lot of great places, but we need your help. Tell us what businesses, restaurants, or fun family places you want to see here on the show. Get social with me on Twitter at SavannahBBB12 or on Facebook Around Town with Savannah. Thank you for watching Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. So I am here with Mr. Steve Smith of SET Guns and Range, and we're here on a little bit of an educational programming, but first off,
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So tell me how you all got started here.
Well, the owners got started here. They originally owned a thrift store and saw a need for the public to have a place to become proficient and safe with firearms, because they did realize there's a lot of the public that do carry. There's a lot of handgun carry permit holders out there that do exercise that privilege and right. So they felt that most people may not be as proficient and practiced with firearms, and they wanted to provide a very safe educational place for that.
Well, I know that it's very important for this place at least, to have an indoor gun range. You're the only place in Oak Ridge, I want to say surrounding areas as well, that have an indoor gun range. Now, what do you think that means for SET?
Well, I think that gives us a leg up on backyard shooters, because you have random distances you can practice at. You always outside, you have to be aware of where your bullet may fly. What goes up must come down. So we provide a controlled environment. Being an indoor range, everything is safety walled, and our backstop is second to none. So we really have drastically minimized the risk of ricochets, traveling God knows where. Also, it's air conditioned and heated. So rainy days, hot days, cold days, we have a very comfortable place where somebody can kind of roll their sleeves up, be comfortable, and really work on their technique and skills.
Now, just on kind of a more serious note, this is not something that you do to play with. This is not something that you do just to walk in. I'm gonna go up, shoot 'em up, bang bang, in there. I guess you could say. So this is a very serious thing. What would you say to that?
We always strive to follow the 4 rules of gun safety. Treat all your handguns like it's all your weapons like they're loaded. Always point them in the safe direction. Be aware of what you're aiming at and what's behind it. And also, don't pull the trigger unless you're pointing at something you're willing to destroy. They're firearms. They are dangerous if used ignorantly, incorrectly, maliciously. And we feel we have a place to negate all that. Our handgun carry class, we offer them every Saturday. We also offer once a month a 2-night class. It's the same 8-hour course. It's offered on every Saturday. Once a month, we'll offer a 2-night class where we split it up into 2 nights in the evenings for folks who may have to work or can't get off or get free on Saturday. We also will do by appointment. If somebody has a group and they say, hey, look, none of your available dates, we will schedule and work out a time with them to meet them on their schedule. And that's the same way with the private instruction. I highly recommend the private instruction. It's one-on-one, at your pace, at your comfort level. And I feel that's the safest way for someone to learn how to shoot.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Smith. And I guess the kind of last things I'll say is, when are your hours? When can people come in here and find, what they're looking for, different things that you all offer?
Okay. We're open 7 days a week. Our hours are Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. Sundays we're open 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
we'll go ahead and go on in there. I'll show y'all some footage of me shooting in there, and then we'll come back. Safely. Safely is the most important word in this entire interview that we're doing here. So let's go ahead and get on in there. I'm here with Steve Smith right now. As you can see, I have protective eyeglasses on.
Yes, go and put your ears on
Okay.
range at all times.
Ears, range, got it.
All right. It gets really loud in here without your ear protection.
Okay.
You got to protect that hearing. Also, eye protection, because brass cases can ricochet, accidents can happen, so you always want to be safe.
Okay.
Okay. You said this is your first time, basically.
Essentially, first time shooting, and I'm in your hands. So
Okay.
teach me what you will.
Okay. Well, what I want to show you is what we're starting out with. We're starting out with a 22 semi-automatic target pistol.
Okay.
Okay. Very simple to operate, low recoil.
Okay.
So we're going to go over the fundamentals of the operation first.
Okay.
Fire your target. When you're ready, squeeze the trigger. Don't jerk it. Squeeze it. Not bad. You hit just north to the bullseye, northwest
Really?
of the bullseye.
Can I do it again?
About that one. You want to do it again?
Can I?
Absolutely.
Well, how'd I do? Did I do
think
okay?
you did very well.
Yay, okay.
Thumbs
Well,
up.
I'm no longer afraid to shoot and to load and to do all that. Thank you all so much.
You're welcome.
Guys, you need to come down here to SET Guns and Range. It's very, very informative. I found it fun. I'm no longer afraid of getting out there and doing stuff like this. And that's really, I feel like that's the most important thing. As long as you have knowledge about what you're doing and come to their carry class. I mean, I know I'm definitely going to now.
Great.
So thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Smith.
you.
Thank you all to the owners here at SET Guns and Range. Catch up with us on our next segment. Hi everyone, I'm Savannah Schubert, your host of Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. Now we've been to a lot of great places, but we need your help. Tell us what businesses, restaurants, or fun family places you want to see here on the show. Get social with me on Twitter at SavannahBBB12 or on Facebook Around Town with Savannah. Thank you for watching Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. Hey everyone, I am here with Mr. Mark Berger at Secret City CrossFit. As you can tell, I am in workout gear. I think he's going to give me a pretty good workout after this. But before that, let's talk about Secret City CrossFit. How are you doing today?
Doing fine.
Good. So tell me a little bit about how you all got started and why you felt the need to come here in Oak Ridge.
Okay. This is our third year. We just started our third year of this. I started CrossFit because my son got me into it. He was 1st Ranger Battalion in the Army, and they started doing CrossFit there. I was always an endurance athlete, mountain biking, Haw Ridge, that kind of thing. And he came back talking about this CrossFit thing, and I didn't buy it for a second until I went to his gym one time and realized that there were a lot of holes in my own personal training regimen. So that's how I got into it.
Well, first off, thank him for his service. That's incredible. Tell him thank you from us. Second off, you said that there's a lot of holes in your stuff, and I'm looking around here. I know I've got some different shots of over here. There doesn't look like there's any holes over here. It looks like it's pretty full body.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I was sticking with running and mountain bike riding. Never did any weight-bearing exercise at all. And now in CrossFit, we specialize in not specializing. So we cover all of that. We cover endurance, strength building, agility, range of motion, all of those different aspects of physical training.
So talk me through, like I said earlier, we're probably going to do just a couple things. I'm not going to do a whole workout. I can't get sweaty. But talk to me a little bit about why you felt the need for it here in Oak Ridge.
Well, we had been members of a previous CrossFit that was in Oak Ridge, and they closed. And my wife and I kind of hung around for a couple of months, doing our own CrossFit thing in our garage and in the street in front of our house, and had a few friends participate with that. And I was finally convinced by another CrossFit box owner that I should probably think about opening one in Oak Ridge. So we thought about it for a couple months and opened a couple months after that.
Well, it seems like there's a pretty good big need for it. I mean, even when I was pulling in, it's kind of later tonight. You all aren't going to see that it's later tonight, but it is. And there are just, I mean, people in and out of here, it seems like all day.
We're doing very well right now. Yeah, a lot of word of mouth. That's one of the biggest things is somebody comes in, realizes that they are capable of changing their lives by doing this, and they go home and come back with 2 friends the next day. So
You hear CrossFit is a lot of like crazies, and a lot of crazy people are like, oh, CrossFit. So what would you say to that?
Yeah, there are a lot of critics of CrossFit, a lot of CrossFit competitors who will tell you that. Each CrossFit box is going to be a little bit different. It's all kind of reflects the personality of the people that run it. My CrossFit box is not filled with crazy people. We are a very laid-back group. My oldest member is 69 years old. My youngest member is 11 years old. We have everything in between that. I've got former athletes. I've got people who've never really done any working out in their lives. A little bit of everything. So yeah, we are able to have all those people in a room at the same time doing the same workout together, and it's a really great community aspect of CrossFit.
I guess the most important question that I have not asked yet is, what are your hours of operation?
We are open Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. We do my classes basically last an hour. A lot of the time you'll get out of there in less than an hour, but we schedule an hour. So Monday through Friday at 6 a.m., Monday through Thursday, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30 p.m. Friday afternoon we do 1 class at 5. And on Saturday mornings at 9, we do a free community class. You don't have to be a member. Doesn't cost any money. Just come down and participate and see what you think of it.
Well, I think on Saturday morning, I might be here if he doesn't put me through the ringer. And speaking of putting me through the ringer, are you ready to show me what y'all do here?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. We're going to get at it. Just to reiterate, I'm doing kettlebells, wall balls, and these bad boys.
Ring rows.
Ring rows. Okay.
5
Do I
of
need
each, two times 2 laps.
Okay. Just so 10 essentially of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can hold that. It's recording. So
Do you want me to start the clock and time this? Because that's how we roll in CrossFit.
Okay, yep.
Hold that.
We're going to time this. We're going to time me doing this. I might fall over. And if I do, you all can watch it. Okay. So am I supposed to run to each thing?
Yeah, but not until I tell you to start. My clock has a countdown timer on it, so here we go.
Can I go ahead and have this in hand?
Sure. So we start in 10 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. And 5. 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Was that okay?
That was excellent.
Okay. I died just a little bit. Okay, so what was my time again?
1 minute and 22 seconds.
1 minute, 22 seconds. I'm out of breath. Come see him because whew, I played collegiate athletics and my butt is worn out. And that was after 1 minute and 30. Was that okay though?
No, that was absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
Ooh. Okay, y'all come see him. Mark Berger, Secret City, CrossFit. Promise you it's going to be worth it. Thank you so much, Mark.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Savannah Schubert, your host of Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. Now we've been to a lot of great places, but we need your help. Tell us what businesses, restaurants, or fun family places you want to see here on the show. Get social with me on Twitter at SavannahBBB12 or on Facebook Around Town with Savannah. Thank you for watching Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. Hi everyone, I'm here with Miss Margot McCamey here at Mott's Floral Design in Oak Ridge. Margot, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell me about Mott's Floral Design.
My mother began working in the floral business in her late teens, early 20s. She actually purchased her first shop in her early 20s. So I have grown up in the floral business. In December of '99, my grandparents were both terminally ill. She sold the business to take care of them. Myself and my brothers went different paths. They were still in school, completed college. And once the boys moved back home, Mom still had this desire to be hands-on and very much in the business. And sitting around the dinner table, we just decided, hey, let's start back up again. So myself, my mom, and my brothers, we are the partners of Mott's Floral.
Well, just looking around the store, I know I went into a bridal room earlier, or a bridal consultation room, I should say, earlier, and it is beautiful, guys. I'm walking around here, I'm like, I need this in my house. I need this in my house. I need everything in my house. Tell me where you all get your aesthetic or inspiration from.
Color combination, every texture, anything that I touch, it's just from looking different stores. I'm an HGTV junkie, so I'll try to recreate things that I see. Went to a floral convention. They host every year the Tennessee State Floral Association. Always some excellent designers and speakers, and I try to bring all of those ideas back and recreate that just to keep a new and fresh, kind of different perspective on the florals that we produce here.
Well, tell me about some of the services you offer. Like I said earlier, there's a bridal consultation room. What all do you offer here?
We do your everyday fresh arrangements. We deliver all over the Anderson County area. We have permanent botanicals. We have live plants, blooming plants. We do weddings. We do funerals. We do events. We try to be as accommodating as we can as far as we'll deliver, we'll set up, you can pick up. Anything floral that you can think of, we have our hands absolutely in. And also we do some crafty kind of reclaimed wood. We hand paint some signs. We do the old windows with vinyl. And again, that inspiration just, oh, hey, I saw that on HGTV. Let me try to be Joanna Gaines for a minute. And, you know, it's just fun being able to create and pull these ideas, you know, out of thin air, stealing from another TV show, anything that we can come up with, really. It's just about the creativity that's within us as well as what we see around us.
Well, like I said earlier, I came in and my best friend is getting married. Shout out Brooke Thursby. She's getting married, and the very first thing out of Miss Margot's mouth was, oh, yeah, no, I know her wedding date. She went ahead. Everything's done. And I'm over here like bad maid of honor, like, oh, okay. Thanks for taking care of me. So they'll definitely take care of you. That's one thing for sure. Took all the weight off my shoulders, so thank you for that. Now, tell me a little bit about why you saw the need here in Oak Ridge.
As I said, Mom started her business, we'll say 30-something years ago, in the Oak Ridge area. I grew up in Oak Ridge. We have always had a presence in Oak Ridge. We felt natural that we come back to this area and continue to build on the customer base that she has had for so many years.
Well, talk to me a little bit about, I know we touched on aesthetic, but are there different parts of your store? Like I said, probably 4 times now, the bridal consultation room.
Yep, we do have a consultation room that allows us to be able to pull not only the brides and their families aside for a more intimate planning period, we also use that for our families that come in and have experienced a death in the family and they're trying to plan out, you know, final funeral wishes through flowers or any type of memorial. So we do have that room, lots of you know, different products, different plants. We have our what I call our lookbooks that we have put together that displays our work for you to see. Traditionally, in years past, you get your Teleflora or your FTD guide. We want our customers to see what we have done, what we have made, and what we can recreate. So that consultation room is used quite frequently. We also have what we consider our craft and gift room. We carry wind chimes. We carry little stuffed animals, blankets, knickknacks for baby. All of our reclaimed wood and vinyl projects typically live in that room. And then we have our main design showroom. It also advertises our arbors and different pieces that we have available for rental for weddings, parties, etc. And then we have our back design room where we like to say all the magic happens.
Well, the most important question, which I have not asked you yet, are what are your hours of operation here?
We are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 1. Often, if we have an event coming up for the weekend, we'll be here later hours. So if you happen, to get a bite to eat at El Cantorito next door and our open sign is on, feel free to stop in and see us. As long as we're here, the doors are open and we're here to help our customers.
Well, guys, it is absolutely beautiful in here. Make sure to come by. Make sure to see Miss Mott. Now, this is former Miss Mott. Make sure to come by and see them. Guys, their store is absolutely beautiful. Thank you again, Miss Margot.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Hi everyone, I'm Savannah Schubert, your host of Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12. Now we've been to a lot of great places, but we need your help. Tell us what businesses, restaurants, or fun family places you want to see here on the show. Get social with me on Twitter at SavannahBBB12 or on Facebook Around Town with Savannah. Thank you for watching Around Town with Savannah here on Channel 12.